Hello. In theory, I'm live. I hope. Maybe. We'll see. Just trying to see if sound's getting through. No, wrong side. There we go. That's better. Now we should have things actually working a little bit. I hope. Okay, we're going to be looking at the Terrier today, which is a good one. Let me just find the manual and get that up and running. Sorry, I was a bit rushed. I had intended to have a half-hour break between work and this, but no, work just dragged on a little bit. That's okay. All right, then. Here we go. Ready to go. All good. Promise. Hello, Chicago. I thought you were going to be asleep, but I guess not. Welcome to the stream, mate. Okay, Isle of Wight, and we're looking at the Terrier. So we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to do Blast from the Past, I think. Yes, Blast from the Past. And then we're going to do a workshop scenario, which is from British Ace. Because then we can have two of them. But anyway, the whole idea of this is to celebrate the 150th anniversary of these cool little machines. So let's get cracking and hope all my technology actually works. You'll go to bed when you feel like it, will you? Well, good stuff. Once we get the train actually moving... Gee, this looks familiar, doesn't it? Wonder why this looks familiar. TSW2, anyone? The water's better in TSC. Who said that? Okay, bank holiday excursion, blah, 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 blah. Let's just get it loading, people. Let's get some brakes on so we don't roll away. And this is an A1, as distinct from the A1 and the A1X. It does work with RailDriver. Fantastic. This is good. All right, let's get out and have a bit of a look. So this is a little machine. There's two versions. There's this one, which is an A1, which has very simple controls. Hey, let's have lamps. I hate discs. I want lamps. Lamps! There we go. Ooh, doesn't he look like a bit angry? Angry fireman. Anyway, he's just going to stand there and glare at us. That's all good. It's not quite Stepney, because Stepney's yellow. Guard's whistle. Let's get back in the cab. You can tell it's an A1, not an A1X, because it's got much simpler controls, because it's only got pumps to push water in. Let's go. Yep, better open the cylinder cocks or we'll blow the ends off. Off goes our little toy train. It's a funny noise this one makes. You wouldn't want to fall out of the cab here, would you? You'd kind of get wet. This is my first time using the Isle of Wight route in TSC, and the first time driving the Terrier. Let's just get that ready. So the Terriers, I can read a little bit to you. They come from Victory Works, that's right. And they have three driving modes. They have simple mode. Should close the cylinder cocks maybe. That's better, much quieter. They have simple mode and they have advanced mode. We're currently running it in the simpler of the modes because I need to learn how to drive it in advanced mode because it looks quite involved, to be honest with you. And if you're a lover of running steam engines and running them properly, I think you'd actually be quite excited about advanced mode. So in this run, we're going to do a run down to the end of the Isle of Wight. I don't know if we'll go all the way there. We'll see how quickly it goes. because this thing isn't going to do 45 miles an hour, that's for sure. And then we'll come back and do the scenario by British H, which goes onto the Isle of Wight Steam Railway, which a lot of you have probably never seen before. I say a lot of you, knowing that there's 3 people watching right now. All right. So if we have a look at, there's all sorts of things you can configure on the locomotive, but just to give you some background, in 1870, the locomotive superintendent William Stroudley of the Brighton and South Coast Railway designed a small 060 tank engine to pull commuter trains on the busy lines of South London. So this was a commuter train. Pretty cool. And due to their high acceleration between the short stops, they were successful. And in 1880, they made 44 more of them. Ride St. John's Road. Okay. Off we go again. Oops, 100% throttle's not a good idea. That's Wheel Slip City. So each time we're stopping picking up passengers, I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Just going off to the chat, Mr. Chicago prefers diesels. Yes. And why won't my cylinder cocks close? There we go. Now, I don't want to accelerate too much coming down here. Just bring our reverser back closer to mid-gear. About 30 odd should do. I don't want to go too fast down here because we're going to go down a steep hill in a minute. And I did hear that you'd stalled the big boy, Chicago. I don't actually have the big boy, but it would drive very similar to any other steam engine. So, how was your steam pressure at the time? Do you have the TSC automatic fireman turned on, or do you have the scripted fireman from the big boy running? Ah, you don't prefer diesels, you just know how to run them. Fair enough. If we go into the Ryde Tunnel, squish, as someone honks at us as we go past. And you can see why I didn't accelerate too much, because we're about to start speeding. Well, maybe we'll contain it. Maybe we'll be lucky. Yeah, we're going to be lucky. Good stuff. Since we've been drifting for a while, I'm just going to give the throttle a little nudge and open the cylinder cocks just to get the cylinders warm again. Hello, Vipaviti. How are you? Streaming and steaming indeed. And good afternoon, Vipaviti. It's 4:30 in the afternoon here. There's that honking person again. All right. Let's get some work going. These engines are supposed to be really powerful, but sure. How are we doing on steam pressure? Ooh, it's down a little, but it's okay. I hope I've got the automatic fireman turned on, or this isn't going to go very well. I think I turned it back on. We shall see, won't we? So it's the 150th anniversary of these little tiny locomotives as we make our way into St. John's Road. Look at that, it pants like a dog when you open up the cylinder cocks. What do you think of the odds of actually making this 45 mile an hour speed limit with this little machine? I have my doubts. Especially pulling, what are we pulling? 6 coaches. I reckon this poor little sausage is going to be all worn out. Well, I'm going past the fence. This isn't like TSW2. Sorry, passengers. You'll have to climb over the fence. Sorry. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Not a problem. Can we open the doors here? No, we can't. We're going to have to go backwards, which is a bummer because we've got a signal. We'll just have to make sure the front of the train doesn't go past the signal, won't we? Little panty air compressor there. Don't want to go too hard. And I definitely don't want to take the loco past that signal. So hopefully this is enough to get us stopped. Come on, don't go past the signal. Yay. Does that open the doors? No. Oh, yes, it did. It didn't, but it did. The game's open. Ooh, the back ones are open. All good. All good. Now, because we're past this signal, I'm going to ignore it. Technically, you wouldn't, but I'm going to. If you've got the cylinder cocks open, you're actually making the steam pressure in the cylinders much lower. Smallbrook, off we go. So the engine won't work as hard with the cylinder cocks open, I think you'll find. Away we go. It's a funny sounding thing, isn't it? And it's 1:39 a.m. That's impressive. I think I might need to go back into forward gear a little to get more speed. That sounds better. That sounds like we're working harder. I need to learn where its sweet spot is. I didn't know there was a canal on the Isle of Wight, but it looks like there is. We don't have that canal in TSW2, do we? So we're gradually accelerating. How's our steam pressure now? Ooh, 100 pounds. I'm really seriously wondering if I've got the automatic fireman turned on. How's the water level? The water's still high. Oh well, we'll just have to go with it. Well, it's definitely not the weakest steam locomotive ever built, so it won't be that. Let's just wash off a bit of speed since we're coming into Smallbrook. Do you reckon we can make it to the end of the line if I don't have the automatic fireman turned on? Just have a look. Well, it's got plenty of coal and water in there. It's just not making much steam. We'll keep an eye on that fire mass and see if it goes up. Because I would have thought our little man would be shoveling if the automatic fireman was actually working. No, I think our fire mass is going down, in fact. I wonder if it's running in advanced mode. Let's just stop here and we'll see if it's running in advanced mode. There we go. Let's just turn that HUD back on. Now, advanced mode is Control A, I think. Just hunting through the manual. Advanced mode. Yes, Control A. Advanced mode is on. Let's turn advanced mode off. Now the question is, will our little fireman fella in here start doing his thing or not? Now steam pressure is recovering. Maybe it was in advanced mode. Who knows? Make sure our doors are actually shut, because sometimes scenarios say you can go and they don't really mean it. And away we go. Look at all that weight on that tiny little coupling there. We haven't released the brakes properly, have we? There we go. Come on, little chuff monster. You can do it. £100. What's our air brake say? Released. Can we open the firebox? That'll tell me. No, I can't open the firebox. I can open that. Now, I can't open the firebox, which suggests the automatic fireman is running. Maybe the automatic fireman's just really bad at it. Oh, well, we'll find out, won't we? I don't think we'll get any wheel slip for this one. B. Paviti says that can't wait for the manual firing in TSW2. You're looking forward to the challenge. This is not a speedy little monkey, that's for sure. And Chicago says, yeah, you shouldn't have the cylinder cocks open when you're trying to power, definitely. Just leave this thing quietly accelerating to its own devices. It's a cute little machine. I'm still trying to find a sweet spot where it'll accelerate nicely but not use too much steam. Now that's slowing down. Let's go back to near 40. That's accelerating quite nicely. Let's leave it there. Nice smoke. Chicago says, how about wheel slip? I don't think we're going to see a lot of wheel slip from this locomotive, my friend. Really don't. You should only open the cylinder cocks when you haven't been moving for a while or you've been drifting downhill for a long time. How's my fire mass going now? 595. No, this guy is not stoking. He's just definitely not stoking. So, let's find out what the key is for stoking, because we need some coal in this thing, or it's going to go to sleep soon. So we want to open the firebox doors. So even the key doesn't work for the firebox doors. Good. What about... can we stoke? So it's R for stoking. Okay. Just leave that cruising for the moment. So R and Shift R. And what about actually stoking? What key is that? Trying to find it in the manual at the moment. Put a bit of blower on. So that's N. Shouldn't need any blower, not when we're moving this fast. Now, what's our fire mass doing now? Still going down. But we are making steam, even though our fire mass is going down. This is strange. And I tried making it stoke and it wouldn't let me. What do you know? It will do 40 mile an hour. Oh, my head tracking must be irritating people a lot today. But it will actually go quick. I think that fire mass has gone up a little bit, so maybe it is stoking. It's 573, 572. No, that's still going down. I tried its stoking keys. So the front damper's open, the rear damper's closed. That would be quite normal. Still sitting on 100 pounds, so we're not losing any more pressure. How's our water? Water is going down. Can't turn the blower, so something's got control of it. Can I open the water valve? Oh, I can do that. But I don't want to put any more water in there at the moment. Because I've got plenty. Yeah, fire mass is definitely just going down. Alright, we're on our way to Sandown. Nearly there. And that message was we turn around at Sandown, so let's see what's happening. Now, just back to the Manuel, and we'll check that the automatic fireman is actually on after we finish this run, because I think we're going to get there even though the fire mass is disappearing out the bottom of the grate. They're originally painted in improved engine green like this one. They won a gold medal at the Paris Expedition, and they were, while they worked in London, I believe, rather than being scrapped, they went to the Isle of Wight Railway, Kent and East Sussex Railway, and the Kent and South Eastern and Chatham Railways. Some of the Terriers were reboilered and became the A1X class. So that's where the other ones are. We'll see an A1X class when we do BA's scenario. And some of these were sold on to the Western, Clevedon and Portishead railways and remained in traffic. In 1948, at nationalisation, 1 A1 and 14 A1X engines became British Railway stock, with all of those being used in the southern region. So there you go. We are now coming into Sandown. I wonder if this has got the smokebox brake scripting. No, it doesn't. And we have a nice modern yellow signal here. This runs on coal. You can see it in the back there. So Chicago thought it was running on oil, which it isn't. And it's slowing down lots. Need to fix that. And Chicago thinks he's going to derail when he couples. That should not happen. did happen to the 8F in TSW2 for a little while, but that was a problem that has been sorted out. Oh, I think I'm running out of chuff. I'm definitely running out of chuff. Let's give it all the chuff it's got. Maximum chuff. You know you're running out of steam when you can't even accelerate. But apparently we're not. Apparently it's going up. I don't quite know how it's going up when the fire mass is going down. But there you go. And it's actually, it is producing more steam than we're using right now. Okay. And water level's gone up a little bit. So the automatic fireman's definitely working. It's just biting me. Hey, we can answer that question that TSW2 can't answer. Do those tracks go anywhere? No, they don't. I've often wondered if they joined the steam railway. Let's get our little cocks open. And the air compressor's right there next to the fireman, so he can belt it with a hammer when it stops working. Should I stop in the platform this time, maybe? What do you reckon? Sound like a plan? You can't overheat a boiler. Pant, pant, pant goes the little compressor. Oh, I was going to see if the compressor was animated, but I'm too late. All right. Look at that. It's behind a fence. Hello. How are you? Are you waiting for a train? Do you know they never talk to you? You waiting for a train? It's over there. Oh, snubbed. Now, what are we supposed to do here? Are we running around here? Drop off coaches at Sandown 2. We are. We are running around here. Uncouple from the coaches. Yay! Clunk. Drive forwards and stop at Sandown South Approach. Very good. We have a green light. How's our steam pressure now? Our fire mass is still going down, but we're generating steam. And our boiler pressure has gone up. I no understand. Just hope these points are set for me. Reverse to Sandown North via Platform 1 and stop there. Well, I will when it stops. That's not overheating a boiler, that's exploding it. So if you don't have enough water so that you're not covering the crown sheet, then yes, you will damage your boiler a lot. You will melt the fusible plugs. It really doesn't like that much reverser, does it? Yeah, steam pressure's definitely going up. Look at me, 23 miles an hour in a 15 zone. That's definitely me, all right. Was that signal red? Hopefully not. I wasn't watching it. Do you know you could probably fit this little locomotive in the firebox of the big boy? Now I've got so much steam pressure, I'm actually blowing off. So what's my fire mass now? 500 pounds. Oh, it's just so weird. And my water levels are staying up okay, so that's fine. You don't like the idea of putting this little tiny loco inside the firebox of a big boy? Actually, it's kind of funny. When British Ace played this, he ran out of steam too. Bang! Well, we stopped. Hopefully we didn't stop so hard I can't couple it now. Let's see. Nah, all good. You now need to push the coaches forward and stop at Sandown South approach. Do you like the way it gets the signalman's attention? And it goes whoop, beep, beep. That's how you request permission to go past signals. It's kind of cool. It is kind of funny that this little tiny locomotive was in charge of commuter trains. I wonder if it's got... No, it doesn't have a white line at the other end. I thought maybe it would. Passenger view. We're in a guard's van. What's going on there? Failed, huh? You said I could. Gah. That's all right. I wanted to check my settings anyway and see if I actually have got the automatic fireman turned on. Yep, I definitely do. It was just being annoying. Okay. I'm sure it said I could pass that signal and I'd been approved. Hello, Stephen Lees. How are you? I'll get this going again. Let's do a different one. Let's do BAs, which is red signals galore, unfortunately. So this is on the actual steam railway on the Isle of Wight. You're in charge of a special double header. Now this is an A1X. You'll notice how the cab is a lot more complex. How's our it's brakes? Steam pressure looks good. Let's let people in. And yes, Chicago, you waited long enough to see Stepney. So what have we got in the chat there? You've never heard a joke from me before? Yes, you have. Plenty of them. You may not have recognised it. VFVT asks, is there a difference between TSW2 and TSC regarding steam engines, except that there's no manual fireman in TSW2 as yet? Depends what you're driving. So TS does have magic steam locos that just work. And no matter how badly you drive them, they'll just work. But there's also ones like the Challenger where you kind of need to know what you're doing or it'll just bite you. And there's more and more of those today. This one is... this one... Forgotten how to drink, clearly. Excuse me. This one is one of the ones where if you put it into its advanced mode, you have to drive it a lot. It's getting a dry throat and I had a drink and it made it worse. Oh, there's that lady again. We'll see if she snubs me again this time. But, yeah, so they're probably harder to drive, the more advanced ones in TS, than they are in TSW2. A little harder. But you can get plenty of simple ones that just drive and drive and drive and nothing ever bad ever happens and it's all good. Excuse me. So this scenario was built by British Ace, who's a fellow Dovetail Ambassador. And I thought we'd give it a crack. Because we get two. And they're both the A1X variety. If we look in his cab, he's got the complex cab as well. So these ones have steam injectors, whereas the other ones only have a steam pump. So whenever you're moving, they're putting in water. Almost time to go. And I'm okay, Stephen Lees, despite the coughing, but that's life. And Chicago says he doesn't know how to operate the big boy other than operating Stoker jets. Yeah, that's quite clear. I suggest you turn on the scripted fireman. Ooh, that just launched itself. Yeah, the one in the back's a bit pushy. I think I'm holding the one in the back a little bit. Do you think? Really feels like I am. And he's steaming me as well. Well, at least we're accelerating better with two of them. And we're running through points that are set against us. Is that going to derail? No, it didn't. That's lucky. It usually derails you in TSC. I should have unticked that option, shouldn't I? So, welcome to Stepney and Fishbourne. In a scenario by British Ace. What you should do, Chicago, in the big boy, is just click the fireman's seat and make sure the automatic fireman is... Not the game's automatic fireman, turn that off. And then click the fireman's seat in the big boy to make sure the scripted fireman's working. And it'll either say it's off or it's on. And then you'll be able to go from there. So unless you've got this route in TS, then this is a part of the Isle of Wight Railway you haven't seen before, because only that little tiny bit around Smallbrook Station back there is actually modelled in TSW. I would really enjoy having this fully modelled out into TSW one day. Oh, we're naughty, we're speeding. I'll just let that drift back down to 20 mile an hour. They're little coaches. Chicago's retracting many messages. Yeah, if you've got the automatic fireman turned on with the big boy, and this applies to the Challenger and the FEF as well, it will interfere with the game's scripted fireman. It will do bad things to you. Let's build up a little bit of speed so we can shut off for the tunnel so we don't get smoked. Can I open the window? No. See, the A1X has got quite different brakes too. So it's a almost different setup completely. It's got air brakes and vacuum brakes. We're doing a little bit of uphill now. More power. What's this one doing? See, it's got a much larger fire mass, but I'm using lots more steam than it's making, which is not good. I think the second one's not helping. It's just going for a drag. Well, it sounds like it is, though. So what if I just throttle off completely? What does it do? No, it throttles up as well. Let's give it some more oomph to go up the hill. We can probably do something on a Discord session or something like that, where we can share the screen. Chicago. Actually, you can't, because we're not on a server together, are we? Gradually climbing up the little hill. Going, I think I can. I think I can. You know, steam engines really need Yoda. Do or do not do. There is no I think I can. Imagine trying to get up this hill with only one of them. We have the Train Sim World one in Common Chicago, but I don't think we can use the voice channels there, because I think you have to be a mod. We'll find a way. Heading into the nice countryside here of the Isle of Wight. You can see why people like living here, can't you? It's quite pretty. And if you want to get off or on here, well, tough. It's not happening. Welcome to Ashy. As we transition to going downhill. And if I don't miss my guess, the electric railway's over there somewhere, over by on the other side of those hills. no, we're going too fast. We're going to crash. Should I slow them down, you reckon? Probably. Actually, can they slow down with the reverser? There's a question. Some steam locomotives do this quite happily. Others, not so much. A bit more. No, I don't think these ones can do this. Some steam locomotives are designed to slow down when you use the reverser when you're travelling forwards. Let's give it some brakes. We have to anyway because we're stopping in a moment. And it may take a little while to slow it down from this speed. Just a little while. Should probably get back to the 20 mile an hour that we're meant to be doing. Instead of doing a little boy racer speed demon thing. These ones don't have the little compressor, do they? Yes, they do. Is it animated? That's the question. Get out of the way, trees. Oh, horrible trees. Welcome to Haven Street. You should read the manual, Mr. Chicago, on how to drive the big boy. It's got quite a comprehensive manual. Have you never read it? You can get to it on Steam. Just go to the DLC page and there's a manual there. Who's honking? The back one's powering again now. It's forcing me to go up to the speed limit, you know that? I'm not powering at all, and the back one's pushing. Look at it, it's got the bumpers hard up together. That'd just make you want to get out and punch that guy in the head. No wonder I keep overrunning stations if this thing keeps pushing me. Oh, there's some old carriages on the ground. This is the first time I've been here. It's quite cool. There's even an electric train over there. I wonder how it gets there given there's no third rail. They must tow it with a steam engine. How embarrassment for the electric train. Come on, little Stepney, it's time to stop. Tell your friend to stop pushing you. Look at that, he just whacked me in the back. He's a mean little man. Chicago says Smokebox did really well with the Big Boy FEF and the Challenger. They're probably really into Union Pacific. No, he's done other locos as well. He's done quite a bit of stuff, Big Boy. He's quite prolific. Let's have a look around here since we're going to be here for a little while apparently. So there's a little marquee venue. What I like about TS, you can just go through walls and see if there's anything inside. Really is. Oh, ice cream. Let's get ice cream. Oh, floating building. Floating building. Floating building. That was someone else copying then, not me. We've got a couple of caravans. Where's the Top Gear guys to smash them? That's what we need. And some old carriages that are probably sitting here as sheds or the like. Crash through the gates. Yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? You go in here and go to the toilet, minding your own business, and some bastard parks a steam engine out the side the door. That would be funny. We've got another one in the shed here. Which one's this one? Invincible. I am invincible. This is a different kind of loco. This is a little 040 tank engine. This could be fun to take out for a spin later, but we're here today for the Terrier. And we've got some Southern Railway carriages. Some 10-ton carriages. Do I hear another train? He's going to Shanklin. Well, good luck to you, mate. You're missing a third rail. You might have a little bit of trouble with that. Let me know how you go. What are you doing out here? Who said you could come out? Who told you it was okay? What is going on? Ooh, I hear another train coming. That's what we're waiting for, I guess. Be on our way soon. Sorry. You too. Oops, I'm inside you. Sorry. We'll be on our way really soon now. Be all good. And you too, mate. How you doing? Oh, is that Mr. Serial Killer? I'm stuck in a wall. No, I'm stuck in a chair. Oh, I've lost him now. Where did he go? That was you. Where's the other guy? No, I've lost Mr. Serial Killer. Never mind. But we're missing one. We're missing one. That's another Terrier. What is it, an A1X? Yes, it's an A1X. Twins. We're here for a long time, aren't we? He looks a little determined. He ran into that lady and they both disappeared. What's going on there? When do we get to leave? Sometime. We've got a green signal. But I can't go because the doors are open. I could jump the carriages, I guess. Supposing how many people are riding this little tourist railway all by themselves. Isn't that the face you see on a mugshot? Angry, angry man. There's his twin brother. Oh, who's this one? Here he is again. There's a lot of him. There's a man with a suspicious hat. I'm just killing time here, you know that, don't you? Waiting for that little red bar to go away. So, Invincible, would you care to get on the back of our train so we've got some extra oomph? Go on, it'd be fun. You know you want to. You're not going to, are you? Oh, well. Hey, our signal's gone red, and that signal's gone green. What's going on there? I don't understand. I'm sure this happened before when I did the test run here, is this signal was red. And I ended up just driving through it. And it derailed me down here. Because the points were set against me like they are here. What is the game doing? Can I set these points? Let's go have a look. No, they're automatic points. But this says they're set for me. Look at that. But clearly they're not. And it says the signal's green as well. Really? Or am I at the wrong end? No, that's the southern, so he's fine. No, my signal is green again. And what are the points doing? They are set my way. Good-o. And we're supposed to go to Wooton now. Wooton! Oh well, I'll stop being an idiot. Cocks open. Brakes off. Chuffer on. And that signal's still green, which is good. Oh, there's more carriages over there. We should have gone and looked at them. Sounds like the other one's going at the other end too. Yep, there he goes. Let's give it a bit more power because we're going up a gradient. That's better. So what is the Skarloey, Chicago? You're going to tell me it's from Thomas and Friends, aren't you? Or are you asleep now? That was kind of nice. Golden field. Fire mass dropping. Steam pressure is going down as well. But that's okay, because we're going downhill now. Yeah, boiler pressure is definitely on the drop. I think I heard someone stoke then. Maybe. How big is this map? Well, we're almost at the end. Going to Wooten. So Skarloey is a narrow gauge engine that works on the Skarloey Railway. So yes, it's Thomas. Okay. If they had a bright blue one of these, it would almost be Thomas. The Thomas on my railway's only got is a 240. And every now and again, little kids go, "It hasn't got enough wheels, Mum. It's not really Thomas." They're pulling a Swifty. We have a yellow signal on the approach to Wooten on the distant. I imagine this is permanently at yellow. I doubt you can actually pull it off because you can't go past. And pulling it off is the correct terminology for a signal, just so you know. Railways are endlessly full of dick jokes. Do you know what a train with just a Guards fan's called? A boner. B-O-N-A. Don't believe me? Look up the Victorian Railways telegraph codes. Hello, Wooten. Gratuitous spread shot. This really doesn't like being in the low 30s. These little things are weak. Because this gradient is not steep. And I'm struggling to get up the hill. That's my steam pressure. Steam pressure's okay. It's not awful anyway. I want to get some practice with these things and then I'll try and run them in advanced mode. But I'm not going to try and run them in advanced mode with people watching because that's only going to end badly first few times. Or maybe I just should. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wooten. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get off me train. Hope I've left myself enough room to get past there. I think I have. Not allowed to cut off yet, but I assume that's what we're doing next. Let's have a look at our task list. Pick up passengers from Wooten, stop at Wooten End Line, stop at Wooten Approach. Yes, I'm guessing we are, in fact, doing just that. And then we're going back to Smallbrook. Very good. So far, uncouple the coaches. Clank. See what I mean about how pushy the back one is? Well, someone sneezed. Run. Everybody run. Get a mask. Let's wait till the little chuffers are past the points there. To go a little bit further. Little bit further. There we go. Apply the brakes. And wait, but we'll get ready to go. We don't need that much. We're light engine. Just waiting for our signalman to do his thing and those points to change. What's going on behind us? You'll need to set the points here manually. Maps cannot be used, so go to the ground pad. Which probably means the scenario's sad. Does that mean I have to do that at the other end too? Probably do. No, those ones were right. Still not right. Let's do it again. We're just going to push him with a train, aren't we? Ah, well. We'll see what happens. And Chicago's telling us all sorts of things about Thomas the Tank Engine, because he's a little bit obsessed. Now the question is, are we going to sail through these points up here that are kind of changed against us, or are we going to do rail? And why can't I look upwards? There we go. So we've got the signal. The little dwarf is okay. Oh no, looks like they're changed now. No, they're fine now. It's all good. Nothing to see here. Move along. Hello, CCT Mitch. How are you? And once again, my little compatriot drags me away because he's just started powering. Even though I've got the brakes full on, he's pulling me. Annoying little thing. So have they changed yet? They have changed. So let's go up to Wooten. Come on then, you can do it. There's quite a few of the little A1Xs still around. I think there's only one A1 though. You can close your cylinder cocks, mate. You're steaming me. Making it very hot in my cab. Stop it. You know, there's always one really annoying guy on a railway. And today I'm partnered with him. I'm not too bad, CCT Mitch. How about yourself? Yep. Better slow down again or we're just going to pound into the back of him. Just like we did before, because the little green guy doesn't stop pushing. Let's come up here so I'm ready to couple up. Look at that, he stopped pushing, even though he never stops pushing. Well, that got it. Whack. Couple. There it is. Got it. Couple up to the coaches and let the passengers board the train. Get on then, Wootenites. So which one do I drive now? No, I'm still in the yellow one. Okay. Keep the brakes on so we don't end up pushing him out. How's our steam pressure? Very good. So the fireman's working happily now. No, you're meant to be getting in. We're leaving. No, get back in. Ah. See this chick? She's following them. They just disappeared. They do that in Train Simulator. They just kind of vanish. She will soon. There she goes. Gone. We are spending rather a long time here, aren't we? Wooten. There's nothing even to even look at. Around the area of Wooten. Zoom up. Let's have a look. So we're here for so long. There's a little bit of a town. That's interesting. Is that meant to be a court? Or is it some kind of sporting thing? Not sure. Where's the sea? So where are we on the map since we're waiting? There. So I guess... Where's the rest of the railway? Oh, it's down there. That's the electric railway running down there. Yep, there's a bit more stuff moving around. So there's another train at Ryde St John's Road, which is another Terrier special. So I guess we'll see that shortly. And there's another Terrier special there. I'm not going to go away from my train though. That's usually a disastrous thing in Train Simulator. Getting close to 3 AM there, so you'll consider heading off to bed. Ah. It's good that some of these survived. There were a lot of them, so I suppose that's not that surprising. Let's have a look at some more details about it. So with the locomotives, if you do contemplate getting them, there's Red Afternoon, Twin Terriers, and Blast from the Past are the 3 scenarios you get with it. There's quite a lot of scenarios for them on Workshop. And the kinds of things you can do with the A1X version, which is the one we're driving now, and I'm just looking through the manual. You can optionally have the raised bunkers and rails to put more coal in them. The A1 has the condenser and water pump. And the A1X has injectors. The A1 comes in the Isle of Wight Central Railway. The A1X comes in LB and SCR Stroudley Improved Engine Green, Southern Olive Green, Southern Green with a nameplate. They can also have the bunkers and rails. You can have wheel weights. There's 3 different chimney styles, 4 or 6 lamp brackets. It's almost time to go. An additional Isle of Wight modified parts including splashes, whatever they are, Marsh or Drummond domes, let's just pretend we know what that is. You can have a Stroudley or Southern whistle or Isle of Wight hooter. Actually, they've got different whistles. Let's see. Little peeps. Yep, time to go. All right then. Let's get out of here. He's steaming me again. Now he's just yanking me along. I reckon I don't have to power now. He'll just do everything for me. It's got lots of whistles. So it seems to like about 45% on the cutoff. That's good. And yes, we're going too fast. No, no. We're going to be going really fast by the time we get down to that station at Haven Street. All the whistles. I might have to start braking now just so we stop. Doesn't seem to have a lap position, it's just on or off, so it must be vacuum brakes. Got a green on the distant. We are finally slowing down. Gravity will do its thing again, I'm sure. Don't you wish you had one? It's about the right size steam locomotive. You could pull it around on a small truck. You could take it from railway to railway. Great fun. Coming back into the Haven Street station, central home of the railway, where the maintenance workshops are. We have a green signal. I wonder how long we'll have to wait here this time. We've got a red at the end, so I'm guessing another train's coming. Hopefully we won't have to wait as long as last time. Because if we do, we're going to be scooting off the line to go and find it, and then we will stalk it back here. That seems fair, doesn't it? Alright, you can stop now. Don't go through the signal, just stop. Yay! Alright, now where's this other train? Here it comes, it's all the way up there. Alright, let's go find it. No, you're over there now. Hello, Invincible. So we can just sit around forever. We might as well come up here and chase this train. Yeah. Drone mode. Oh, I can't go any further. Where's the train? Where is it? Anyone see any smoke? There it is. I see it. It's down there. Oops. Oops. Ah. I saw it. Where was it? There it is. Here it comes here. Eventually. It's hiding in between those buildings at the moment. Or has it gone past there? No, it doesn't come around there yet. Where is it? There it is. That's what we're waiting for. That little train. Dude, the leaves look awful when you're zoomed in, don't they? Some cows mooing their way through life. How far away is it now? Oh, it's not too bad. And then we're just going to follow it back to the other station because there's not much point doing anything else. Because down there we just have to sit there for ages and ages. But I guess that's part of the fun. That's what tourist railways are like. That's what the one I work on is like. You turn up at a station where you're going to pass and the timetable says you've got 3 minutes. And you wait. And wait. And wait. Because the other one's not there yet. It's just kind of normal, really. Why am I getting 10,000 notifications? Ah, it's because my other half's home. That's why. Here's our little train. Of course, he's going to stop there in the platform, isn't he? It's so tiny compared to the carriages. No, he's not going to stop at the platform. Fair enough. This probably means that we can actually zoom out because we're going to be near him soon. We'll do that GoPro between the tracks shot. There you go, CCT Mitch. Get ready to get run over by a train. Oh, I seem to be losing packets, but it's still working. No, it's actually... No, it seems okay. Very strange. Okay. Gonna get run over. That's funny, it's not going faster than walking pace. Let's go through the inside and see who's in it. Hello. We're just going to go through all these people. It looks kind of like the same people that are on my train. Gratuitous screenshot, why not? What I should do is take all these screenshots and send them to Mr. Chicago, who often sends me hundreds of screenshots. That's an idea. I think I like that idea a lot. At least mine will have plenty of steam by the time I get there. You're not going to get in trouble, are you, Ezekiel? Prepare for screenshots, young fella. You're going to get hundreds of them. It's a lot of traffic for an island in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? I wonder where they're all going. No, he's not too far away now. No, he's going faster. There you go. There's the next screenshot for Mr. Chicago. Just keep chucking him screenshots. Until he gives up and goes, no more screenshots. Better go get something of him coming into the station, hadn't I? It's gratuitous bridge shot. Why not? Too high, too low. Just right. Don't you wish the AI trains whistled? I always do. I always want them to. But they never actually do it. I could just tell him Chicago. Where's my train? Here. All right, it's time to go. Better check it out. You ready, mate? Yeah, let's go. See you later, Invincible. Don't have too much fun now. Off we go up the gentle gradient, which is gradually getting steeper. Don't go too often, mate. You might get stuck in there. It's interesting that it's green and we're going this way. Here he comes. When did I start playing train sims? 2001, when MSTS came out. Uh-oh, being naughty again. Now, the original train... Well, actually, it's not the original train simulation game, because that was a thing called Southern Belle, I believe, was the first one. So MSTS was probably the second one built by Kuju. And there is still Kuju code in here. There's even Kuju code in TSW. It lives on. We cruise through the Isle of Wight. Of course, you realise we have to do all the whistles now. More whistles! There's a nice screenshot. They look good in the sun. I think I found their sweet spot. They like to sit on 45% cutoff. Your channel's at 576, is it? That's alright. What's mine at? I haven't looked today. Let's have a look. No, that didn't work. I thought for a horrible moment I was supposed to stop here, but no, I'm not. It's okay. What am I at today? I am at 693. There you go. Actually, that's had about 20 today. Wow. And I'm being naughty again, clearly. Says he going off to look at subscribers instead of actually driving his train. What a self-obsessed monkey I am. I'm watching you. I can see you there, you know. Very good, Chicago. You do that. Did we miss a chance to whistle? We'll do it now instead. And we're still quite clearly being naughty. On our way to Smallbrook Junction. Cruising along in Little Stepney. And what was that island's name? I've forgotten. Fishbourne. That's right. Are we speeding again? So naughty. It's got plenty of whistles. And we come into Smallbrook. Now, I kind of think on this map that Smallbrook actually, you can go through Smallbrook. Yeah, so in theory you could actually join the main line, and it looks vaguely like we're going to. No, Smallbrook run around loop, so no, we're not going to. Cruising along. This brings us almost to the end of the scenario built by British Ace, which I have to say was pretty good. Not bad doing for a day's work. There's our signal. It looks remarkably red. We better stop. Emergency stop. Oh, it's those signals that's red. Okay, that's fine then. You know, if I don't stop here, we can just keep going. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to the pier. Sorry, people, but these signals are green. I'm going to kidnap you. Because the scenario finishes here, but, you know, if we don't do it, if we just keep going, we can go to the pier. It's a nice sunny day. I want to go to the pier. Surely they'll all want to go to the pier. Nah, not doing it. We're leaving. You gave me a green light. It's your own fault. So I'll be frantically on the radio now. He's kidnapped the train. He's stolen it. He's hijacked it. Clearly the best kind of train is a stolen train. I'm glad you like it, V is for Vitty. Thank you very much. I don't even care about speeding anymore. Now, if these signals stay green, we're just going straight through. But I'll slow down just in case they're not. We're going into the platform road. What's the signal at the end of the platform road? No, that's for the other platform. Yes, we're running wrong track. Excellent. Well, that's why I'm doing some in the afternoon, V is for Vitty, is to pick up some additional people, and it's not as though I don't play the game anyway. And today's a special occasion because we're marking the 150th birthday for the class of locomotive that we're pulling at the moment. Actually, it's the 150th for the A1. These are the A1X. They're a bit newer. Let's build up some speed through the tunnel. So now climbing the hill. I haven't got my little cab light on, have I? There we go. That looks better. Nice warm light. We should be coming out of the tunnel any moment now. Hey look, the fireman does work. That was the injectors. Full speed to the pier. And a gratuitous shot or two. Why not? I'll need the HUD for that, won't I? Yeah, I better start slowing down or we're going to fish van like Matt did. Straight into the drink. Let's get some brakes on. Well, we are in the platform. Better get some more brakes on. Get all the brakes on. Ah, no problem. We can go further. Can we? Yes, we can. Go on. Off you go. Isn't it funny that the water's better in TSC than it is in TSW? Who said that? Go on. Off you go. Should we go back to the small brook runaround loop now backwards? Why not? I think we should do that. Who else thinks we should do that? All right, let's do that then. Off we go. We're just doing joyrides, clearly. Just joyriding along. Just got to get just the right spot. There we go. Ooh, straight through a red signal. Nothing happened. More speed. We're just getting silly now. Yeah, back in a cab in the moment. How fast can they go? There's a question. No, that's going slower. I want to go faster. This time we might actually stop at Smallbrook. What do you think? No, I don't actually V for Viti. I vaguely contemplate doing that sometimes, but I never really get around to it. Oh, that signal looks green. They've made that mistake again. Back we go to Smallbrook. Wonder what the signal will be there. Going to be leaving the main line soon. Flashing yellow, flashing yellow. Excuse me. Hopefully that didn't involve any snot bubbles. This is where we come off the line, isn't it? In we go into Smallbrook Junction. More brakes. Give it all the brakes. This is where the scenario wanted us to be all along. Sort of all looking, hey, where'd you go? They joined together. No, they're not now, but they were. Kind of funny. This will be the end of the scenario, I guess. Let's just grab that. Cool. Well, that's about it for today, I think. Definitely a thumbs up for the scenario, even though I cheated it a bit. And enjoy your night, or your day, or whatever it is. It's night for me. It's almost dinner time. So have a good one, and thank you very much for watching. See you later. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I always like to get your feedback in the form of likes and comments, because they help me understand what you want. Give the channel a subscribe and click on the tinkly thing so you don't miss out on any new stuff. And thanks for your ongoing support. And please, be safe out there.